Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We're still working on Henry VI Part 3, and today we get to hear from the Earl of Warwick again, who we heard from yesterday, and he is currently chatting with the Duke, the former Duke of York, because the Duke of York has been killed, chatting with his sons, the eldest being Edward and the second being Richard. The youngest son, Rutland, was murdered, which was very sad. So they've been talking about a whole bunch of things, and Warwick is like, yes, I knew that your dad died, but since that time, the Queen has built this force, and she's actually a force to be reckoned with. And my men, when we tried to fight her, like turned around and ran away. And then there's a little bit of smack talk amongst them until they get to the point of like, okay, no, but really, we're all on the same side because we all know that the king promised to give the crown to the family, to the Lancaster family, so the crown actually belongs to us, so let's get back out there and fight. And Richard is like, well, yeah, but what's the next steps? What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to just like hang out and wait for her to come get us? Are we like, what's the plan? And Warwick says, why? Therefore Warwick came to seek you out, and therefore comes my brother Montague. Attend me, lords. The proud insulting queen, with Clifford and the hot Northumberland, and of their feather many more proud birds, have wrought the easy melting king like wax. He swore consent to your succession, his oath enrolled in the Parliament. And now to London all the crew are gone, to frustrate both his oath and what beside may make against the house of Lancaster. Their power, I think, is 30,000 strong. Now, if the help of Norfolk and myself, with all the friends that thou, brave Earl of March, amongst the loving Welshmen canst procure, will but amount to 25,000, why, via, to London will we march, and once again bestride our foaming steeds, and once again cry charge upon our foes, but never once again turn back and fly. So his plan is basically just to get everybody to join forces and try again and go attack the king and queen and make their case that yes, the king promised the crown to the Lancasters, so the crown should go to the Lancasters. And this nice little rousing speech, Richard's like, that's the Warwick that I know. And the Earl of March that is mentioned in this, when he's like, you know, all the Welshmen that you, brave Earl of March, might happen to get to come and join our side, that is a reference to Edward, the eldest son, who after this monologue, but before the end of the scene, Warwick reminds him, like, actually, you're not the Earl of March anymore. Now you're the Duke of York. So Richard, who was the Duke of York, got killed. His eldest son, Edward, now becomes the Duke of York. And then he's like, yeah, but then actually the Duke of York is supposed to be the king. So you're kind of sort of King Edward. So this is the first mention of King Edward in this scene when they're like, okay, we're gonna go make this whole King Edward thing happen, let's do this. And at the very end of the scene, a messenger comes in and says, the queen is right out there with a really strong force and she wants to chat with you for a minute. And they're like, okay, let's do this. And then the scene ends. So things are heating up. They've been hot since the beginning of the play. I think that that's what I really enjoy about this particular play, is it feels like we've sort of been plodding along through the life of Henry VI, but in this play, all of the stuff happens. It all just gets out there, they stop being nice to each other, and they all just, everybody's fighting for the crown. And we'll see tomorrow. I think tomorrow we get to hear from Clifford, so we'll get to hear the other side of things and see where they stand in this continuing Battle of the Roses. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.